Hey there, what's going on? Coach Chris Wilson here in the Critical Bench compound with another very good-looking man, Mr. Lee Hayward. Check him out. Lee, what's the name of your YouTube channel again?
And they can search me, just do a search for Lee Hayward on YouTube. It's Lee Hayward's Total Fitness Bodybuilding.
That's it, Total Fitness Bodybuilding. Yep. He's been on YouTube longer, I think, than even we've been on YouTube. And we aspire to be as good as this man is. He is a muscle building and nutrition expert. And today he's gonna help you guys over 40 deal with those late night cravings and that uncontrollable appetite. And Lee is the man to get the job done. So we got some tips for you.
All right, so when it comes to controlling your appetite, this can make or break a fat loss program. And it can also have an impact on your muscle building program as well, because a lot of people don't realize it, but when you carry excess body fat, that can actually slow down your muscle gains as well, right? I mean, it impacts the hormones, and that's a topic for another video entirely. But in this one, we're gonna dive right into how to control your appetite. And some of the strategies that I like to use for this is, first off, the way that we structure our meals. One thing that I always do is when you're eating a meal, start off with the nutrient-dense foods first. You know, get those veggies, get the lean protein in there, fill up on those nutrient-dense foods first, and that is going to help to pre-fill your belly and it'll help to control your appetite. So that's number one. I mean, focus on the quality first. Now, another thing that a lot of guys don't do enough of is drink water. Drink water throughout the day. I mean, I'm sipping water all day long. I keep a water bottle on my desk. If I go anywhere in my car, I take a water bottle with me. At the gym, I got a water bottle. I don't go to the fountain. I have the bottle with me at all times when I'm at the gym. Do you do the same thing, Chris?
I'm always have something, whether it's a mix that I've concocted or a water bottle of some kind. I can have a tendency to be forgetful sometimes with that stuff. But I will say at work I've gotten a lot better at just having something with me at the desk at all times. A mug full of a coffee mug, I should say, filled with water. Or my protein shaker cup. Critical Bench, of course. That is just, I got water in it. So, and it's huge because most people, I think this statistic is alarming. It's like 80 to 90% of people are in a dehydrated state.
Yes. I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
And so just keep going with your water. I mean, it's hard to drink too much.
But that will go a long way, because one of the things, a lot of people mistake thirst and hunger.
Yes, big time.
So if you're hungry, like it's in between meals, you're feeling a bit peckish, you're like, man, I want to grab a snack, have a glass of water and wait 20 minutes. And chances are that will be enough to curb your appetite right there. So I mean, water is huge.
No, it is huge. And if you're going a few hours without drinking any water, you're just doing your body a disservice. You should be going regularly to the bathroom to
absolutely
to go pee, because that's just a good sign that your blood volume and everything is where it needs to be, that you're properly hydrating your system for everything to work and function properly.
I mean, seeing we're on the topic of this, you just mentioned doing your pee. If your pee is like a light yellow, or even clear, that's kind of a good sign. If you got that dark yellow smelly pee, which it's kind of gross, but if your pee is dark, that's a sign you need to be drinking more water. So I use that as a cue. I mean, when I go to the bathroom, I'm like, hey man, that pee's a little dark yellow. I better drink some more water. And it works.
No doubt. I mean, that's absolutely, and you notice a lot with your kids. Because kids, you have to prompt them to drink. So I'll see sometimes what my kid does. I'm like, dude, I got my kid drinking more water. What's going on around here? It should not be dark yellow. Or smelly. Okay, so what's another great, I love talking about pee. What's the next good quick thing that people can do?
A quick thing that you can do, if you're a coffee drinker, you're gonna love this one. Black coffee or black tea. I'm a fan of green tea myself, but that's what I'll usually do. Like in the morning, a cup of black coffee. I have a glass of water first, but then I'll have, coffee in moderation. And this is a great way to curb your appetite. And it also has some good benefits. I mean, metabolic benefits. There's antioxidants in coffee, and it can help to curb that appetite, and it can also help to aid with fat burning.
It does have a thermogenic effect.
It does.
Absolutely.
right? It's like a natural fat burner in that sense. So coffee is great because it'll help to curb your appetite, it'll help to boost your energy levels, and again, it does have some health benefits in moderation.
Yeah. And you have another tip that it's like an old school tip that it wasn't even on my radar. And you mentioned it. I'm like, okay, well,
yeah,
you got to share that
I got to
one.
share this one.
So what's this one?
All right, there's a kind of a underground, shady tip, if you will. I've learned this from competitive bodybuilders. And some people, when you hear this tip, you're going to be, what the heck? But it's chewing nicotine gum. Nicotine gum. It kind of, if you've never used it before, it has a similar effect to coffee in terms of boosting your energy levels, curbing your appetite, but it doesn't have that, it won't interrupt your sleep pattern, and it's kind of in and out of your system quicker. So if you are hungry, like in between meals, and you want a little bit of a mental pick-me-up, and you want a little bit of an appetite suppression, nicotine gum can actually help. Yeah. And sometimes when I'm working late at night and I want a little bit of a mental sharpness, but I don't want that coffee to hinder my sleep, I'll chew a piece of nicotine gum. And it gives me that mental pick-me-up that I need, but it doesn't hinder your sleep because it's in and out.
And let's not worry about, nicotine being bad. That's not what is in cigarettes that make it detrimental to your health.
Like, be a grown-up here and do your own research on this, but if you actually study this, nicotine is not the cancer-causing agent that is in tobacco products. I mean, if you're smoking tobacco, there's so many other chemicals, the smoke, the tar, and if you actually look at it, there are like thousands of chemicals in cigarette smoke, when it's released into your body.
Unbelievable.
So the nicotine in moderation is actually quite safe, and as far as addiction is concerned, it's very similar to coffee. I'll use that. I mean,
right. Yes. I'm addicted to coffee. I'll come right out with it.
Right. But if you use it in moderation, like I've used nicotine gum on and off for a few years now, but I can go days or weeks without it. I mean, it's not something that I have to have because I'm using it in moderation. And what I mean is a piece or two a day is the equivalent of like 1 or 2 cigarettes a day.
So you're not getting like a weird tick or anything?
No, right?
Because you haven't had
in terms of the
nicotine fix?
Now, I mean, I know it's kind of a gray area and everything else, but it's a trick that I learned from competitive bodybuilders, and guys will use it to help control their appetite and boost their energy. I mean, get that fat burning benefits.
So eat the nutrient dense foods first. Drink more water.
Coffee and tea.
Drink that black coffee. Drink that black tea or green tea.
And just maybe,
if you're looking for one more quick fix,
right? The nicotine gum. And again, there's a lot of videos and a lot of research out there on this. So, I mean, do your own homework. Don't just take our word for it. Do your own homework on this. I actually have a video about nicotine gum. I'll link to that in the video description below.
Amazing content from the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Lee Hayward. Hey, before you go, be sure to check out another amazing video from Critical Bench and from this man right here. We'll see you soon.